Namaste and hi friends, it's Parvati here with Visionary Veda, bringing you your Vedic astrology full moon forecast for this very beneficial and powerful full moon happening on 8/8. That's right, on the Lion's Gate. Now the Lion's Gate is not a Vedic principle, but it is a magical date nonetheless. So how auspicious that we will be experiencing such a powerful and benevolent full moon on that date of 8/8. Furthermore, we will also be experiencing several very powerful planetary alignments as well. The first one being the exact opposition of Mars and Saturn on the date of the full moon on 8/8. And then a few days after, we have Mercury going direct, and we have a beautiful conjunction of the great gurus, the two great benefics, Venus and Jupiter. So without further ado, let's jump into it. But before I get started, I wanted to say thank you to all of my subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It does help me so much more than you can possibly imagine, as well as if you're interested in getting a Vedic astrology reading with me, or if you would like to sign up for my 6-week mentorship program, where we take a deep dive together into the world of Vedic astrology and how it relates to your personal birth chart, please do send me an email below, at my email below, which is visionaryveda, V-E-D-A, at gmail.com. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started about this full moon and these major planetary alignments that are happening in conjunction with it. So this full moon is a very special full moon. It is falling in the Nakshatra, or the fixed star, known as Shravana or Shravena. In fact, this entire month is the month of Shravana, while the sun is in Cancer, and it is the month dedicated, it's a highly spiritual month dedicated to the worship and the veneration of the great Lord Shiva on Mondays. Now, this nakshatra is also ruled by the great Lord Vishnu. So you can see it's a highly spiritual, highly charged time. And when you have the great Venus and Jupiter, the two great gurus of the zodiac, also coming together in the sign of Gemini, you should be feeling a lot of highly spiritualized charged energies in your life. You should be getting insights or things happening in your life that are kind of guiding you back towards your spiritual practices, towards your faith in the divine, towards meeting other like-minded souls that are on the same path as you are, in growing and reconnecting to the higher divine sources. So Shravan, the symbol for Shravan is the ear. And it is the full moon which illuminates for us what we are meant to do, what our soul's evolution, what path we're supposed to take in order to further our soul's evolution. And the way to do that is by stopping the mental chatter, or at least quieting it down for a while, so that we can listen to and we can hear what life is trying to tell us, the direction life is trying to steer us. And as you know, life has only the best in store for us. While we're here trying to figure it out, wondering, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Is this path right for me? Should I be taking another path? How am I going to be successful? What am I supposed to do for work? Where do I belong in this society? all of these questions are coming to the forefront. And you could be feeling some frustration because you're not getting the answers, right? The reason being is because, first of all, we need to slow down the mental chatter and stop trying to figure it out and surrender it and open ourselves up to listening to the divine guided impulses that we get from nature, that life is trying to show us at every moment. But also during this full moon, and right exactly during this full moon, in fact, starting from like a few days back, if not even a week ago, we've had Mars, okay? Now, as you know, if you've been watching my channel, we've been in what's called a Kala Sarpa Dosh or Kala Sarpa Yoga for the last several months. That's when all the planets are on one side of the Rahu Ketu axis. Now, Mars on the 28th of July, I believe off the top of my head, moved out, or the 29th, I think, moved out of Ketu, moved out of Leo, and moved into the sign of Virgo, breaking that Kala Sarpa Yoga. So now, for the last week or so, we should have been feeling some more breathing room. We should be feeling a little bit more unbounded, more free to move, to explore, to walk forward on our paths. But there is also this confusion of what am I supposed to do? What direction am I supposed to walk? And with that Mars now slowly opposing Saturn, you know, Saturn's retrograde at the moment, and it's at the early degrees of Pisces. So as soon as Mars moved into Virgo, it was opposing Saturn straight out of the bat. But during this full moon, it's going to be an exact opposition. So that frustration in trying to figure it all out is also pulling at you right now. This full moon reminds us to just let go of trying to make things happen, trying to force things to happen, trying to make everything fit our imagination or our image of what our life should look like. Take a deep breath, quiet the mind, listen to what the divine guidance is trying to reach out to you and guide you with. Listen for the signals. Quiet yourself and see what life is bringing to you. This is the way to go. So have patience during this full moon. This full moon is supremely powerful because the moon is opposing its own sign of Cancer, where the sun is sitting with a retrograde Mercury. Now, all these retrograde planets, Saturn and Mercury, they're making us take a step back and review. So we are questioning if we're on the right path, if we're doing the right thing, if we're with the right group of people. What in the heck are we doing with our time, with our lives, right? It's a constant questioning and revising and revisiting. Well, Mercury is going to be going direct a couple of days after this full moon, so around the 10th or 11th. But it is slowed down enough whenever a planet is going to change from direct to retrograde or retrograde to direct, it becomes stationary. So just around this full moon time, just after the full moon, exactly, it is going to be stationary. Now, Mercury is the way that we communicate, but it's also the way that we do commerce. So all of that is going to come to a stillness. And this moon is all about stillness, about slowing down, listening, and then seeing the practical steps we need to take in order to move forward in our lives. So that stillness of Mercury will bring us some insight into the direction we need to take when it moves forward. Also, when Mercury stations or starts moving direct, we will have the exact conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. Now, Venus and Jupiter are the two great benefics, the two great gurus. So we will get the blessings. This is known as a Laxmi-Narayan Yoga. So it's about how we're going to generate wealth in a way that also nourishes our spirits, our souls, in a way that will give us the kind of life that we have always dreamed for. It is possible now. But remember, it's not up to us to figure out how. We are all children of the divine, and life is speaking to us at all times. We just need to slow down and quiet our minds to be able to hear what life is trying to teach us. And this is the full moon in which we will be able to do that, to be redirected by the universe, to move into these directions where we are wealthy, not only with material abundance, but with spiritual knowledge, and more importantly, spiritual guidance. You see, Jupiter is the great guru of the devatas. So that Jupiter is bestowing upon us great spiritual guidance. And we have Venus, which is the guru of the material realm. So that Venus is working with Jupiter to bestow us both the spiritual and the material, so we can have a full, happy, healthy life, supported life on this planet. So I hope that is helpful to you all. Please do like and subscribe to my channel for more video updates. And if you would like a reading from me, please do reach out on my email below, visionaryveda@gmail.com. And I thank you again for your viewership. Enjoy the life, my friends, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Thank you. Bye-bye.